Hello. Welcome back, folks. And if this is your first time, which I'm guessing it is for a lot of you since there's only so many uploads on this channel, welcome. This is Station 237. My name is Ben. And this is going to be the start of kind of a little series I've been wanting to do when it comes to movie reactions. And that is, I'm going to be focusing on films that I sort of would consider to be like underseen or cult classics in a way. I think there's, when it comes to reactions to movies on YouTube, I think there's enough, like watching Star Wars for the first time, watching Lord of the Rings for the first time, and I'm always going to be transparent about the stuff that I've seen before. So what I really wanted to do with these solo reactions is just sort of seek out films that might fly under the radar, might not get the recognition or respect they deserve in the public eye. And the reason I first became aware of this film was because of a Criterion Closet video in which Willem Dafoe spoke about how it was one of his favorite films of all time. I'm a huge fan of Japanese horror. I love old school films of the 60s, so I thought this sounded like a perfect match and exactly the sort of thing I would want to start off with. And when it comes to if I've seen this before, it's funny. I actually, until recently, I would have told you that I had seen this film before. But earlier this week, I realized that I was getting the memories of what I thought was this film mixed up. I watched a film called Kuroniko several years ago, which is also a similar Japanese film released by Criterion. And somehow my brain got it messed up where I got the two movies confused for one another. And so what I thought was Onibaba was this film Kuroniko. As soon as I realized that, I thought, oh my God, I haven't seen Onibaba. This is the perfect candidate, for the first of these videos. I'm super excited to dive in. When it comes to horror films, my two favorite nations for the films that they output typically is Japanese horror and Italian horror. And with both of those nations, my favorite tends to be the stuff that was released around the 60s, 70s, and 80s. The more sort of old school, practical style filmmaking, which is not a diss towards anything modern. Obviously, there are a ton of modern films that I love. But yeah, all of that to say, that was a long-winded intro. I'm super stoked for this film. I've seen a lot of good things about it. I know it's a bit of a slow burn, but I'm seated and ready for this, whatever voyage it is they take me on. And yeah, if you guys enjoy this film as well, if you've got things you want to bring up in the comments, things you want to tell me about, insights you might be able to provide, because I'm sure that there is going to be a lot of things I miss in this first watching, please comment down below. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know what else you want me to watch. And, at the end of the day, I hope you just enjoy what you see. So, guys, let's hop into Onibaba. Alrighty, here we go. Here we go. Love seeing that Criterion logo. Pit. All right. I don't know why exactly, but this is already. All right, yeah, I'm sorry. I should have known better. I was interrupting. What I was going to say before that scared the hell out of me was that's just giving me, the vibes of a pit to hell, sort of. I think that's a common theme you get in a lot of Japanese films from the 60s. Jigoku, Gate of Hell. It's interesting. That's just immediately what that makes me think of. Dude, I'm loving how chaotic this credit sequence is. You got all the blades of grass overlapping with one another, giving you this chaotic, like it almost looks like static on the screen. And then that music. Damn. I gotta lock in. All these sudden sounds are spooking me. Seems like they're Searching for these two guys. Sure, we'll find out the context of what's going on here. Oh my god. Dude, are you kidding me? We're not even 2 minutes into this, and I'm already gushing about the cinematography. It's just brilliant. And that mirrors the dark pit we saw just a moment ago. Oh, damn. Oh, shit. Dude, who got him? Oh, did he do that to himself? Oh, man. All right, so they're taking this guy's effects, it looks like. Wonder if these people knew him, or if they were just following, knowing that this would be the outcome. I love that out of all the choices of the birds they could have used, they used the blackbirds for the maximum contrast against the sky. Because why wouldn't you? It's a black and white film. Show off. Oh, is this that hole that they were just talking about in the intro? Yeah, all right, you know. Okay, I did not realize that that sound was a part of the music. This seems like it is going to be a very atmospheric sort of film. This might not be the most talkative commentary track. But right now I'm just getting absorbed into this world that they are creating for us. Wow. Oh, that's beautiful. I feel like normally in a shot like this sleeping shot, you would have some quiet ambiance playing, you know, not this intense, frantic music. It's a really interesting choice. It doesn't let you relax or feel safe as they sleep. Wow, did anyone else watch this film with all the long grass and just immediately think of Breath of the Wild? Yeah, just that long grass. Really makes sense as to why, when they were making the Legend of Zelda games, you got that sort of aesthetic. Okay, we're getting some context. It seems like this man is some sort of offense. Alright then. I like how long they're holding on this shot.
Hachi!
I feel like I've seen this guy before. Is this guy okay? Or is he just starving? Now, I'd be curious to know. Let me know in the comments. Is this based on actual historical events, or is this all fiction for the sake of the film. I unfortunately am a undereducated Westerner who knows not a whole lot about Japanese history.
そのうちどこから集まってきたのか、小じき百姓がやってきやがって、手に棍棒を持って袋叩きにしやがった。
Damn.
基地はとうとう叩き殺されてしもうた。おじは命からがら逃げてきた。あれはやられたか。
Yeah, that's what it seems like. I immediately feel suspicious of this man, the way he's acting.
それ去年の夏は霜が降りての。あられが降る。夏じゃというのに霜じゃあられじゃ。畑の者はみんな枯れた。
都でも不思議なことがあったげな。馬から牛が生まれたげな。真っ黒いお天道様が出て、昼が夜になったげな。
This guy seems... The things he's talking about are so strange. He feels unhinged. I don't know if that's just a result of the trauma that he's been through, or... I don't know, man. Immediately, I just don't trust him.
お前もおかしげな風てしとるじゃないか。
帰りに坊主を一人叩き殺しての。坊主になってやった。
Yeah, I'm gonna place a bold prediction now, which is that he killed her son.
まあ、ゆっくり寝るとしよう。ああ、もう眠うてかな。
Man, why are you acting so nonchalant about all this? Sorry, I came back alone. It's a crazy thing to say, man. Someone who's just learned that they lost their son. Dude, it's crazy how everything in this film is done in layers. Everything sort of has this grain to it. There's the ripples in the water all parallel to each other. There's the reeds of the grass all parallel to each other. This film has such a unique aesthetic. I don't know if I've ever seen something quite like this. The black and white just makes it work even better.
天気じゃの。
Oh my god, why are you trying to make small talk?
戦なんかどこであるんかいうような気がするの。
I don't think she's forgotten, brother. I think she's... Yo, this guy's driving me crazy.
おらの人をどうして助けてくれなんだ。
助ける暇なんかあるかい。わしらたった二人に20人ぐらいの百姓が打ちかかってきたんじゃ。
She's not buying it, man. I'm not either.
これからどうする。奴が死んでしもうたら、ババアと一緒におってもしようがあるまい。
バチ当たりを抜かすな。
お前はまだ若いんじゃからの。どうじゃ。わしんとこ遊びに来いや。
Oh my god, they sure do a good job at making you just fucking hate this guy.
ハチのやつ何を話した。
何も話させん。
クソったいのが君一人で戻り上がっていい気な面してや。
Yeah, genuinely. There we go. I'm glad somebody's talking sense in this film. Is there just a perpetual influx of dueling samurai in this pond? Or this area? Dude, that, like, dispassionate, quiet, wide shot while they're fighting for their lives. Oh, and these shots are... Oh, wow. Good stuff. Oh, yeah. I knew he was gonna do that. Wow. Crazy, man. I guess you gotta do what you gotta do in a time of war like this, but... Man, something I appreciate about this movie is how every time someone eats, like, man, that looks like they are eating for the first time in a minute.
何人ぐらい絞め殺したんじゃ。
I am also very curious how many these two have killed.
戦で鍛えてきた。
Battle hardened, you stabbed a dude coming out of a pond. You stabbed a dude from behind while
わしが一人で戻ったんで恨んどるのか。
angry I came back alone, aren't you? I would have smacked this dude in the face.
バカったれ。青っぽくな。
Dude, it's actually remarkable how much I hate. Oh my, eat in a normal way.
わしらもう寝るぞよ。
Dude, I can't believe how much I hate this guy. I've not been this irritated by a movie character in so long. This is spectacular, by the way. All marks of good filmmaking if I can get this heated like 30 minutes into the movie. Yeah. Go the other way, buddy. Ooh.
女子が欲しいの。
Oh, man. Tell me why that actually made me gasp.
遊びに来いや。今晩待っとるぞ。
I do not like this.
八の楽器おめえを狙うとるだぞ。とっ捕まれてねえぞ。
What is up with this guy? They sure do a good job with this film of changing up the sound from these long, quiet parts to those. Every time I feel like I'm about to make a point here, the movie just does it for me, and that's incredible. I knew I was gonna love this.
誰じゃ。どうじゃ。
Oh, it's so dark.
なんだおめえか。やっぱり来たな。
I hope she's got a plan here and is doing this intentionally. Otherwise, this is horrible. I guess what I don't understand is why does it seem like this woman or this girl is going back to this man? It just feels like a significant shift in character from how she was being not receptive to this guy earlier, and this dude is a creep.
ハチ毎晩うちの嫁っ子に何をしとるんじゃ。
何のことじゃ。
どうぞこの目でちゃんと見たんじゃぞ。
どっか行ってしまったらすぐにとっ捕まって戦へ連れて行かれるわい。わしはここにじっとしてるぞよ。
そんならうちの嫁に手を出すな。
You 100% killed her husband and then came back with the exact intent of doing
嫁
this.
にくれんかい。
ハチせがれが死んでしもうたらわしの頼りは嫁だけじゃ。わしは一人じゃ食っちゃいけん。一人じゃ人殺しもできはせん。あれを取られちゃわしは飢え死にするぞよ。
どうする気じゃ。
一緒に寝とるところ竹槍で田楽だし。
Yeah. What do you think she's gonna do, dude?
嫁も死ぬぞ。
Dude, she's gonna do that. You know she kills people. Why? Like,
せがれが戻った夢を見たぞよ。本当にせがれが戻ってくるかもしれんぞよ。
ハチが死んだのを確かに見たんじゃから戻っちゃこんよ。
yeah, and you just take. Yeah, he could be lying.
嘘を言う
This-
わけがないよ。生きとりゃ
The daughter-in-law is crazy. Does she just not want to like? Look, maybe I just think that this guy's the worst. Maybe I'm being too judgmental or whatever. But
言
there's
うても戻ってこんのは仕方がないよ。
there's no way that he didn't kill him.
わしが向こうに
No. Oh shit. Oh man, I didn't like. Oh, I mean, when you're starving, but. Ugh, man.
わしゃ昔の都で偉いお坊さんの話を聞いたことがあるがの。この世でみだらなことをしたもんはあの世へ行って畜生道へ落ちるそうじゃ。地獄いうもんは本当にあるげな。
Hey, look
地
at
獄
that.
にゃ小熱地獄、白地獄、下道地獄。
I said at the start that black pit.
山や血の池がある
It
げな。
really makes me think of that concept of hell that gets played around a lot.
どんな罪のうちでも
Ooh, seems like she's got a plan. Oh. Shit. Dude, why did that give me chills? Yo.
驚くな。わしは人間だ。鬼ではない。ゆえあって面をかぶってはいるが、何の何がしという素性の確かな侍だ。このすすきの腹を抜けるまで案内を頼む。
So this mask is the one piece of visual imagery I have seen associated with this film. He says, I wear this mask for a reason. He's a samurai that's come back from war. I wonder if this is her husband wearing the mask.
お前さん、なんでお面をかぶっていなさる。
鬼の面をかぶっておれば強く見えるじゃろう。
お前さんは戦に負けて逃げるところじゃろう。負けたもんが強う見せかけても無駄なことじゃと思うがの。
その通りじゃ。美しいわしの顔を傷つけたくないからじゃ。わしの顔は美しい。都で一番と言われたわしの顔じゃ。
道案内の打賃にその美しい顔を一つ見せてくだされや。
この美しい顔を見たらお前は腰を抜かすじゃろう。はい歩け。さもないとお前を切るぞ。
Yeah, I really, like I said before, I really wasn't expecting this out of the blue, but I'm here for it. I love it. Wow, that's a beautiful shot with all the water reflecting and everything. Oh, yes, climb down, please. Let's see what's at the bottom of this hole. Is it hell? Is it... We're going to find out the answer of how many people they've killed? Oh, shit.
度外な美しい顔しとるんじゃ。
Having a hard time getting it off? Don't tell me this is like fused to his face or something. Oh.
またとない美しい顔か。これが侍の大将の顔か。上参部下を殺したんじゃから。こういうことは当たり前の報いじゃの。
So what became of the mask? I wonder, did she leave it down there? Or I feel like she probably took it to sell along with this stuff, right? Going back to that guy they'd seen before. She's always running to his place, man. Oh, dude. That actually, like, made me... That gave me chills.
遅いな。何してやるんだ。
I've seen videos of people doing this, except it's usually like two old guys with a crazy rhythm going on. I'll see those videos, the guys with the giant
本当に
hammers.
おるんじゃろうかの。
そうじゃの。鬼は地獄におるんじゃろうの。
この世にもおるよ。
お前見たのか。見やせん。どれ牛のところへ行ってこようかの。昼は暑うてかな。出歩くな夜に限るぞよ。
Now she's the one sneaking out for various reasons.
それじゃあちょっと行ってくるぞよ。
気をつけての。
So I'm wondering if those burns on the man's face, or whatever those injuries were those already there and he was wearing the mask as a vanity thing to cover it up? Or did the mask itself incur that damage on him? How did they get her gliding like that? Man, this is rad as hell. Some of these shots are incredible, dude. Say what you will about the movie being very much a slow burn, maybe a little bit repetitive. Those individual moments just stick out.
おいマジボケか
Dude is always lurking in the grass.
ありゃ嫌いになったんか
Yeah, I mean, you can't look at this and say that this is not. I mean, obviously not the film itself, but just this vegetation in Japan. It's so Breath of the Wild. Those long blowing grasses in the field. You can see where the game devs took inspiration. Just a shower. You're more optimistic than I am. Man, that's crazy going out in that. I feel like you'd have a hard time selling that one. That is some wet rain, dude. I don't know how to describe it, but that looks like you'd be soaked to the bone in seconds. Being out there. Yo. Yo, fight back, bro. I mean, I know that's your mom, but like, dude, I'd be swinging.
鬼なんかいるわけないよ気の迷いじゃ
毎日お前と一緒に暮らせたらのう。
わしがそう言うとるじゃろうわしの小屋に来たらええんじゃ
痛い、背中に虫がおるぞよ。
ババアなんか蹴飛ばしてしまえ仏や神さんがこの世にいるかい
Wait. Who the hell is this guy? Did he get him? Just like that. So who is that? Some guy who just was eating his food? Another starving person from the war? Wrong place, wrong time. Whoa, what is that?
まあ待ってくれ待ってくれわしじゃ鬼じゃないわしじゃわしじゃ許してくれわしはお前の邪魔をするために鬼の面をかぶって脅かしたああ罰が当たってしもうたぞよ面が離れんようになってしもうたぞよ
That's what I was worried about with the guy from before.
どうしたことじゃざまあみる罰が当たったんじゃ
This is crazy, dude.
この通りじゃこの通りじゃよしそれじゃあこれからは私の言うことを何でも聞くの聞くわしの言う通りにするのするぞよ毎晩ハチのとこ行ってもいいか火も行ってもいいかハチとわしが寝とるのを見ても
The mask is so expressive, dude. Yo, her face gonna be all messed up, dude.
ないよ。
バチが当たったんじゃ。
Yo, she's just smashing this thing. Yo, she's just killing her. Ooh. Yikes, dude. That does not look pleasant.
取れた。面が取れたぞ。取れたぞ。お兄ちゃん。
Is she gonna fall in that hole? The conspicuously illuminated hole? The multiple angles! Yo, what? That's how it ends? Okay, guys. Where do I even start with that? That was crazy. That was not at all what I was expecting, but I loved it. I guess I was expecting sort of like not a samurai epic, but, you know, sort of a different sort of story. What we had was this very subdued sort of story about these three individuals surviving. I guess, to be honest, guys, I'm a little confused with the daughter-in-law, because the way I thought the film framed it was that this dude was a pest. This dude was a creep. The way I saw it, she was not at all receptive to his advances and was hostile towards them. And maybe that just changed over time, but I suppose I didn't quite see it. So when they started this romance with the two of them, that really caught me off guard, I suppose. I figured she was going along with it in order to kill him. But yeah, the only piece of imagery I had seen associated with this film was the mask, and it's remarkable how that mask isn't actually present in the film for a terribly large amount of the screen time. You know, I guess I did struggle, I suppose, a little bit with the story in this film, and also with the ending. I know a lot of these older sort of Japanese films mostly focus on sort of the like lesson at the end, so to speak, or at least maybe that's the case with certain horror stories that I'm thinking of. Things like I mentioned Masaki Kobayashi's Quiet On earlier, and in each of those vignettes, there's sort of a story to be learned from it. And while I guess I'm having a difficult time understanding this one, when it comes to the cinematography and the filmmaking of this, oh my god. I feel like I just watched like a beautiful, like almost like documentary, you know, nature documentary or something. Those shots of the long grass, the high contrast with the black and white photography between the dark and the light. That was an incredibly aesthetically pleasing film. I don't know what you guys are watching on, if you guys have seen this before, but I am watching the Criterion release of this film, and it is nice to look at. Let me tell you that much. Yeah. Man, it's, you know, I think I'm going to have, this is going to be a short intro, because honestly, I'm having a hard time summarizing all of my thoughts on this film. Now, by the way, when I'm giving these sort of criticisms towards the end, but I want to make it very clear, I actually loved that. Dude, that was awesome. Like, that was seriously great. It was just so different than I was expecting. And I think if I might not have been in the mood for a very slow burn, I might have had a harder time with it. But no, for what it's worth, guys, that was what a fantastic start to this sort of cult classic month. You know, another one that I've been planning on watching some Kurosawa films. Kurosawa is one of my blind spots when it comes to cinema, which is like how can you be a fan of Japanese cinema and you haven't seen very many of Akira Kurosawa's films? And I've seen some of them, But a lot of the hard hitters like High and Low, Ikiru, and also ones like Hidden Fortress, I have not checked out yet. So I definitely think I'm gonna have to check those out on this channel. Guys, I think that's about it for today. If you enjoyed this reaction, if you want to see more reactions like it, or you just want to suggest something that you want to see me watch, be sure to leave a comment down below. Let me know what you guys are wanting to see. Let me know what you thought of the video. And until next time, I will catch you later.